Hello everyone, very good morning to all. Welcome back to the class. As in the previous class, we discussed about what happens to a solution which containing acids, bases and a neutrality in it when adding a indicator. Means when we are adding a particular indicator to a solutions, there will be a color change of that solution. If there is a presence of a acidic condition, then there will be a change in color from, okay, for example, if you consider the China rose solution, when we add this indicator to an acidic solution, there is a color change of a light pink to a dark pink. If the solution is in a basic condition, there is a color change of a dark, light pink to a green color. If there is no change in the color solution when adding the indicator, then it is a neutral solution. So what I am telling is a particular indicator can change the solution color. Okay. This is all depend upon the which type of indicator we are going to use. Okay. So in the today's class we are going to start with the neutralization. So you may have learnt about that when we are adding indicator to any solution, there will be a change in color, presence of acids and bases. If two one acid and one base will be react, what happens to that condition, right? So I will tell you one activity, you can understand it very easily. Consider one test tube and fill some of the test tube with the HCl, means concentrated HCl is added to a test tube and then add an indicator. In this experiment we are going to use an indicator, that is a phenolphthalein. Before that you have not used this indicator phenolphthalein, but you have used the China rose solution. Okay, so the name of the indicator is a phenolphthalein, okay, which is a colorless solution. Okay, so this is a colorless indicator which is used to check what happens to a solution when containing acids and bases. Okay, here in this case we are using a HCl, concentrated HCl, which is a acid, and we are adding a phenolphthalein indicator which is a colorless one. Here both are a colorless solution mixed with each other. Okay, then we are going to add some amount of sodium hydroxide, that is a NaOH. So NaOH is, we are going to add drop wise to a solution containing a HCl and a phenolphthalein. Then at a certain point there is a color change of a solution from colorless to a pink color. Okay, so there is a slight change in the color from colorless to a light pink or a dark pink. And we say that there will be some what condition, the heat is evolved, means some amount of heat energy is evolved and there is a formation of a salt. So what happens here, the acid is mixed with the base and form the new salt. Okay, and it will release some amount of heat energy. That process we call it as a neutralization. Okay, so the definition of a neutralization is when an acid solution is mixed with a base solution, then there is a formation of a salt with the release of some amount of heat energy. That process we call it as a neutralization. Okay, so here I am considering the acid which reacts with the base, then it will form the salt in presence of an indicator and there is a heat is evolved. Okay, so this is the process of a neutralization. The well-known best example for a acid is what? HCl. Okay, that is nothing but a hydrochloric acid. When this hydrochloric acid reacts with the sodium hydroxide, NaOH, then there is a formation of a salt, that is NaCl, which is a salt, and water is evolved and there is also heat is released. Okay, this is a indication of a heat. In this reaction what happens, heat is evolved and the formation of a salt. Okay, NaCl is the salt. is the heat. Okay, this process we call it as a neutralization process. So for your convenience, you can take any type of acids and base and it will form the salt. Okay, there are some solutions are there, only they react with the bases. All the acids will not react with all the bases and they will not form the salt. Okay. So students, from this reaction we conclude that what is a neutralization. So what is called a salt? Salt is nothing but a new compound formed during the neutralization process. That is nothing but we call it as a salt. Okay. So here what? NaCl is the salt which formed during the neutralization process. So all the reactions means all the reaction mixture like acids and bases are hot. Yes, obviously when the acid reacts with a base, there will be a release of a salt and heat is liberated. In the textbook they have given the one question. When sulfuric acid is added to a lime water, then the reaction mixture is a hot or a cold. Obviously the answer is the reaction mixture is a hot, because here sulfuric acid means H2SO4. This reacts with the lime water, that is CaOH twice. Okay, when these two reacts, they will form the salt, that is CaSO4, calcium sulfate, and the water is liberated as well as heat is also liberated. Okay, from this we say that the reaction mixture is hot. So this neutralization process is occur in our day-to-day life. For example, in our digestive system sometimes indigestion happens. In that condition, what you will do? You will drink some soda water, right? So when indigestion is occurs, then there is a HCl is more in your stomach, and which will make the stomach acidic condition. To reduce that acidic condition, we are going to take the basic solutions like baking soda solution and some soda water. We are taking to our digestive system, so it will make the our body a neutralization. Okay, so this is the some applications of a neutralization in our day-to-day life. So then second example is when ant bite. Okay, so when the ant is bite your body part, then what will you do? What you will do? Certainly you will apply the some Sunna, right? That Sunna contains a calcium hydroxide in it. When that ant bites, there is a release of a formic acid, and when we are applying the Sunna to your body, it will make your body to neutralizes. Okay, so this is what a neutralization process occurs. So the next application is soil treatment. Means this for any growing of a plants, the soil condition must be neutralizes. If the soil is either too acidic, either too basic, then there is no any growth of the plants takes place. For that, if the soil is acidic condition, then we are adding a basic contained it to the soil. For example, we are adding a calcium oxide or calcium hydroxide to a soil. Okay, if the condition is too acidic. If the soil is too basic, then we are adding composites or some of the acidic condition materials to the soil, so that it will makes the soil neutralizes and the plants will grow them on easily on the soils. And the fourth applications is factory waste. They will not send to a water directly, because in a factory so many acids are used, so that if these acids are sent to water bodies, what happens? The organisms in the rivers or in the seas, they will lost their life due to too much of acids. If so, that to avoid the conditions of acidic condition, we are going to add some basic materials to the acidic conditions and make the neutralizers. So these are the some applications which we are using in our day-to-day life. Okay, hope you get that point. What is the neutralization, what is salt, what is acidic condition, basic condition, neutralization, and what are acids and bases, indicators, and the examples for all those you have studied in this lesson. And this completes your 5th lesson, and in the next class I am going to start with the next lesson. Okay, thank you for watching the video and keep watching it, and in the next class I will send you the exercise of this lesson. Okay, thank you again.